And welcome back, folks. Yes, Ike, unfortunately, you did just miss that one. It was good, though. It was good. It's called Hordes of Fate. What was it called? The name, because this one's called Hordes of Fate, and that one's called Hand of the Dragon. It's on Steam. You can go check out the demo, and it looks very fun. And it's couch co-op, and there's 4 characters available with, what was it? 3 levels in the Goblin, 2 levels in the... What was it, 6 levels available? It was either 5 or 6 levels available. But yeah, very, very fun. Nice and fluid with some interesting combos. Kind of can't wait to see what they do with that, to be honest. So, we are now jumping into the next one, Castle Crashers with Street Fighter. Yeah, I think of it like... I've been calling it Golden Axe. It's exactly a beat-em-up. It's just Golden Axe with 4-player co-op rather than 2. And the ability to turn into a dragon rather than summon one. So, so we are moving on to our next sponsored section. This is going to be not on stream for some reason. Hands of Fate. Again, you can check it out on Steam. This one I have been given a key from Lurkit, and if you do go and check it out on Steam, go via that affiliate link, and it all feeds back to me. So you're not, you're not paying me or anything. I'm just getting a little bit of a. I'm getting paid in exposure. Aren't I good? Why are you not showing up? This is on me. Let me go to games. Hands of Fate, because I minimized it. That's why. There we go. So, this one is a... I don't know. I mean, it's basically a bullet heaven. But it's also got decks in it. And I don't really know what they do. Magician, a Jester, and a Vagabond. I think this is kind of like your permanent upgrades that you unlock. There's a lot of different things, different hero cards and encounter cards. So yeah, this is basically a survivor-like. Don't the police normally have words about you? No, I'm allowed to expose myself as long as everybody in the room has given consent. You know the deal. We don't have any of those dark tier things, whatever those are, which is fine because we haven't played the game yet. So yeah, this one has been provided by Lurkit. It's available on... You can view it on Steam. You obviously go wishlist it, and definitely go and wishlist the other one if it's something that interests you, because wishlisting is important for game devs. It really, really does help their game get discovered. Once they've got over 100 wishlists, they really get bumped in the discovery, and if they get over 1,000, they are really bumped in the discovery. So wishlisting really helps people. So, let's have a look. Goblin King, the adventure begins. Descend deep into the forgotten caves and seek out the one who call themselves king. Difficulty is apprentice only at the moment. Enemy damage, enemies cause less damage, and ambushes produce fewer hordes. We are going to play as the Trickster, a Magician, a Jester, and a Vagabond who has max life 150, critical damage 200%, and a plus 10% speed bonus. I change those? No, I guess not. I have cast a volley of spells at the nearest target and manually cast a temporary shield that can absorb damage. Alright. Choose an encounter for this timeline. Gain a resource of your choice, gain an enchantment, or gain max life and healing. I like the idea of an enchantment.
Welcome to a twist on the game of life and death. All things change in time.
Ooh, nice and narrated. Okay, so you can see the attack building up on the spell card, so you know when it's going to fire. It does fire automatically, and I can go shield. Though there is a little bit of a delay on that. Level up. Right. Increase crit damage by 3%. Increase move speed by 4%. Reduce gloves of shielding cooldown. How do I select? Is it mouse only? Okay, now I've clicked it with the mouse. I can do it with the pad. I like the idea of the move speed. The move speed is noticeably slow at the beginning. Don't seem to have a dodge. Oh, that was 5s. Okay. that drops into the world. Ow. Okay, they've got a nice little swing. Mage's Workshop. Oh, the ring's filling up. Was that a chest?
Here is a man with a particular set of powers turned to mere trade. He ought to be bending the powers of the universe to his will, and instead, he serves you.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't think Path of Exile's quite the right way of putting it. These games are either known as survival-likes or bullet heavens, or both, in this case. You enter a workshop of a young enchanter who is said to specialise in drawing magical powers out of items. Welcome, the Mage Sage, glancing up from his books and murmuring incantations. It's true I can enchant items, but I'm still a student, not yet able to draw power from all things freely. Show me your gear, and I'll see what calls to me. Okay. Again, I can't click anything there. I think, have I got to... No, I've just got to go for the begin. Follow the cards and make your selection. Oh, okay, this is going to be a game of cards. How could I follow those? You literally made that impossible. I was going to go for the first one. Alas, I sense no hidden power in this, but allow me to offer this charm as consolation. May aid you in your travels. Enchantment failed, I gain an common upgrade. Increase crit damage by 5%. Sure. Yes, a bullet hell is a game where you're dodging the bullets. A bullet heaven is one where you're producing the bullets, essentially. So, Metal Slug is a bullet hell. Vampire Survivors is a bullet heaven. I would say that while it's not auto-fire, Magicka is also a bullet heaven. You're the one with the overwhelming weight of firepower. Genuinely, if you're going to get into this, if you're going to look at these kind of games, Vampire Survivor should be your first port of call. Vampire Survivor is unequivocally the best. It's got, just because it's got the most content, it's the oldest and that kind of thing, kind of built the genre. Though I do enjoy Deep Rock Survivor as well. That's been quite fun. Increase spellbook damage by 15% is pretty good. Change spellbook type to fire, or reduce all equipment cooldown. I want to try with fire.
Do what
I like
you
fire.
can to find more food.
Okay, and there's a horde coming in a couple of seconds. I get some more level ups then.
Will you be the one to finally usher the undead into true death?
Okay. Rare. Increase fire equipment damage by 10% and potency by 5%, or increase crit damage by 20. I'm going to go for that.
Excellent. A wise decision.
More damage is always better. Can't tell where it's aiming, does it? Oh, hello, what's this? Wishing well.
If wishes were truly granted, we would not be here, you and I.
I like the narrative style of this one. You happen upon an old wishing well. Shiny coins gleam below the surface of the water. Etched on a stone in its side reads a note. Be careful what you wish for. Don't have any coins. Okay, let's find out what happens if you take them. Follow the cards and make your selection. Huge failure. Kind of want to see what that is. You can't physically know which one's which. That's kind of annoying. I'll take a success. Because if I didn't go for the one I was gonna, that was a huge failure. You grab a small handful of coins. You manage to elude the gods. But will you be so lucky next time? Alright. There's another blue thing over here. Choose new equipment. So this is another weapon at level 5. Send out blades in fixed directions. Inflicts physical damage. Cast a series of lightning bolts that strike random targets, or leave a trail of fire. I want lightning bolts. Oh shit, me! That was a lot more impressive than I expected it to be.
The lion is a symbol of purity, nobility, and truth.
Stumble upon a small glass bottle on the ground. Lion heart. Tastes simple yet sweet. You feel your body grow in strength. Gain an uncommon max life. Oh, more max life. That is good. There's another chest over here.
A treasure chest. What more iconic emblem of success could we imagine?
Shield. Increased gloves knockback. Increased lightning crit. Increased max life. I don't care about the knockback.
Well, that may help you on the road ahead. Open the chest, see what it contains. I'm curious. We were not going to reach this point without creating some powerful enemies. It seems they have become aware of your presence.
Oh,
I'm
motherfucker!
surprised to see you turning your back on gold.
What treasure?
Deal with them if you will. I would rather leave them be.
A band of tiny gnomes bursts out of the chest, surrounding you as you pocket the coins. The elf opened it, one squeaks. We can claim the trinket now, cries another. You glance back into the chest, and sure enough, a small wooden idol rests within. You place it on the ground before the gathering crowd. Oh god, Okay, take a success. A brave gnome snatches the idol and darts back to the others. They huddle, inspecting it closely before nodding in agreement. The group forms a circle around you, performing a lively dance before they vanish just as swiftly as they appeared. You sense a new energy emanating from your equipment. Choose from one of two enchantments. Lightning bolt count to 3. Yeah, we need damage. We are getting wrecked at the moment. Increase spell crit, move speed, crit chance. Crit chance would be good. Lightning crash potency. Weapon cooldowns could be useful. Yeah.
Is that your choice? Really?
Yes, really. With the Stanley Parable. Health chest. I want that.
A little extra health, but it is only a momentary respite.
Shield. Escape through the portal.
Step through.
You've discovered the exit to this
If
area.
you
Failure
dare.
to pass through the portal before it closes will have fatal consequences. Portal closes in 23 seconds. I'm out. This is getting rough. You step into the portal and disappear in a dazzling swirl of lights. This is very fun. Choose 2 rewards. Gain shards, which I'm guessing is the purple teardrops. Gain healing. Visit shop. So this is kind of like makes it into more of a Caedes style level game. Okay. Reduce spellbook cooldown by 15%. That's very worth it. Gotta take that. And I'm gonna visit the shop to see what is available and how much things are likely to cost. Oh, more than I wanted. Right. Lightning crash damage by 25, crit damage, lightning potency. Lightning crash cooldown is a good one. We'll buy that. Horde. And I guess they're random events for a round. Choose an encounter to add to the timeline. Probably do with a healing shrine.
The stench of death is upon everything here. We understand that, you and
Got open
I.
bridges. So, the big thing here then is that every time you leave a level, there's a good chance you're leaving experience and resources behind. You know, things that are left on the wall.
Will you be the one to finally usher the undead into true death?
Increase interact speed by 5%. Or increase rate of fire by 10%. I want more rate of fire. More rate of fire is more better death. That is a giant rat man. There's no such thing as man-sized rats. I like the level designs as well. Really cool. Goblin Banquet.
A moment to rest and recover your strength.
From nowhere, a goblin appears beside the abandoned campfire and the world around you slows to a stop. The creature smiles. Dangerous lands these. Spare a bit of food for my pot and we'll share a meal together. I don't have any food, so I'll return later. Thank you very much for the offer. I'm gonna leave that. Oh, that one nearly got me. Oh, dude, what the fuck is that? Whirlpool you want. I've got a shield. Ow.
Pray if you must. May you receive better results from them than I have in turn.
Right. Your quest brings you to a remote shrine. Revered among the few local inhabitants, it is a remarkable healing property. You kneel before the shrine and beseech the gods to take pity on you. I want longevity. Shit. Okay, no critical failures here at least. I really want chat to be able to do this. Okay. Not but an ominous rumble of thunder answers your plea. I'd love for you guys to be able to interact with that and choose for me. You discover a small supply of curatives at the base of the shrine. An uncommon gain 20 max. That's not what I wanted anyway. Knockback, lightning damage. Hit lightning damage. Oh, those purple things are a fey creature that I need to catch.
A treasure chest.
Okay.
Innocently left in a completely safe environment, I'm sure.
Now, as soon as you open the chest and you hear the chatter of goblins, out of the darkness they come, more hordes added. That shield went up just in time. That's knockback, equipment cooldown.
Interesting choice.
I want to be faster. Gotta go. Seated upon the throne of wicker thorns is a shaman of the north. Raw-plated charms and oddities hang about her. You are not the one who defeated me, she hisses from beneath her cowl. With a flick of her hand, you're swallowed by a sudden blizzard of snow and ice. Okay. So I don't have the cold snap spell, and I'm not the wanderer, therefore I don't get an advantage on this.
Victory. You are learning.
Shield yourself as the wind, ice, and snow whirl around you. Then as swiftly as the blizzard came, the wind falls silence, and the witch vanishes with them. A fresh blanket of snow now covers the ground, freezing all increased close duration, knockback. Duration,
very
please.
Nice indeed.
Back off. Get back, you bastards.
Spirits roaming the darkness. With the struggles, the boundaries are weaker than
increased spellbook damage by 30. Absorb an additional attack while Gloves of Shielding is active. Gloves of Shielding duration is increased. Or increased crit chance. I think I want just more base damage per shot. That would be lovely. Do I have enough food to share with this chap yet? Increase lightning crash potential. Gloves of Shielding. Cooldown would be nicer there because it gets it more often.
Gather yourself before you travel.
Need 10 food for 25 healing. Share your meal with the goblin and feel somewhat refreshed. Now be off with you, the goblin laughs and disappears. The world around you whirs into motion. That just went up in time.
If you gain health, then I work harder to take it.
I'm not going to say that. Oh, a new weapon, right. Send out blades in a fixed direction, leave a trail of fire might be useful. Throw spinning blades that arc out and come back. I'll take that one. A well-dressed man in a thick cloak thumps around the end of a table dimly lit tavern. So, old Roger finally gone then, eh? I guess this is yours then. He slides an apothecary jar of crimson salts across to you. A spellbind. Add it to any spell and you'll be thankful for it. He slaps an upturned cup down on the table and lifts it, revealing a series of carved die. Hey, you're fond of the bones? Cocks an eyebrow and grins. What say you? Shall we play? Accept the wager, or choose a spell to upgrade. Gotta have a go, right? You play on into the night, the game nearing its end with nearly 2 score points against you. You decide to risk casting a spell to sway the outcome of the final one. Oh no. Oh no.
A win here sets the tone for your challenge.
You win. The man slumps back in his stool, scowling. Rare indeed is the time I'm cheated at dice without spotting the trick, but even in my stupor I know when I've been bested. He rises unsteadily, handing you a small parcel wrapped in parchment. This was meant for another, but I suspect you'll make use of it. I want the spellbook upgrading. Increase spellbook count by 2, but reduces damage by 20%. Or each spellbook spell is explosive for half the damage. Reduce count by 1, but increase the damage by 100%. So, I fire 1 less bolt that does double, but all the bolts do double damage, and then explode for 50%. I'm going with that. You feel unkind eyes on your back as you claim the prize and leave the tavern. More hordes have been added. I don't want to leave. I don't want to kill it yet. I need to. Come on.
If you're strong of spirit, you'll find this a boon.
I do. 45 healing is good. Shit. Everybody out of my way!
You would be better to avoid the fray.
Okay.
It is not my place to tell you what to do, however. The game will determine that.
Oh no. The cup of the last fairy in your hand. You cup the last fairy in your hand and peer within. Release me and I shall enchant your gear to aid you on your quest. Okay. Damn. You release her. She makes a subtle gesture. A newfound strength surges through you. Choose from one of 3 upgrades. Cooldown, move speed, or crit. More attack is better attack. Use cooldown of thrown blades. Yes, again, more attacks is better attack. Oh, we're gonna go!
Step through.
Portal closes in 2 seconds. Step into a portal and disappear in a dazzling swirl of lights. Right, we have a bit of money, but I think I definitely need healing. That takes me nearly to full. And that gets me more attack, so I'm going to go with that. Gain a resource, gain healing, gain an enchantment. Let's see what the resource does, especially since it's cool.
So much death here. It leaves behind so much that is tainted
Don't need
and
the healing
unclean.
yet. Is there a... You want a supply chest? Light the braziers. Braziers. I can have there. See if we can find one then. 2-foot. We're going for a 2-foot. Before you, a vision of a mighty ogre appears. It strides forward with its club held high and prepares to strike. Shield it. You place your faith in your trusty gloves of shielding and brace yourself for the impending blow. As the beast's blow lands, a brilliant flash erupts. The ogre vanishes, gone without a trace. Congratulations, adventurer, a voice echoes in your mind. For showing readiness in peril and great fortitude under threat, you have passed this trial. I bestow upon you the gift of defense. You stand taller, a newfound resilience settling into your stance. Gain an epic defense upgrade. Fucking
Now the
yes!
tables have turned and you the hunter will
Ambush of
come
goblins.
to
Increase crit damage, crit chance. Can I see my
What will you
stats?
do with that?
Okay, so my current crit chance is only 14%, so I really need that to be high.
Treasure. It draws the eye and the hands.
One brazier lit. Increase defense by 3, spellbook damage, yes. What the hell are you? Don't need health just yet. Spell scroll. Brazier to the south.
Every tool a mage can
You take the
create
scroll,
may
crack
be
the steel,
used
and unfurl it.
against
The
them.
parchment has a short incantation which you read aloud. Sheathe these feet in the driving gale, make swift these legs over land I sail. Oh, sorry, wrong one. My actions are without delay I strike. Bestow these powers unto the lightning crash. In my fight. No sooner are the words leave your mouth than the paper erupts in blue flames and vanishes. You feel a newfound ease with which to wield your equipment. Rare cooldown. Game Loud can't hear me. That should do it, thank you. One.
Will you be the one to finally usher the undead into true death?
Ow, ow. Purple. I like purple. Increase weapon equipment damage by 10%. Increase gather range by...
Excellent.
Yeah, I don't care what the other one is. I'm not even reading it.
I would
Gather
not
range
risk
equals
my
more
skin
EXP.
for mere
Move speed by
treasure.
9.
You do as you see
Knockback or
fit.
duration.
Will you be the one to finally usher the undead into true death?
Health now. The Maiden.
Given how rarely one encounters the folk, you are fortunate indeed to meet Merith again. Or perhaps we are merely cycling around the wheel and dipping into the same time again.
I am Merith of the Forest Folk. My people have long helped the mortals of this realm. What boon would you ask of me? So that's HP. That's food. That's money. What's wisdom? You gain EXP. Fucking yes. Faster interact speed or cooldown. Let's take the interact speed, because I am noticing that that's becoming a problem at the moment. Weapon damage for all equipment. Or reduce thrown equipment cooldown by 10. More
Very
damage
nice
per.
Indeed. We were not going to reach this point without creating some powerful enemies. It seems they have become aware of your presence.
A cloaked figure emerges from the shadows in front of you. Give me your blood, mortal, and I will reward you with gold. Satisfy the stranger's thirst to gain a bonus enchantment. Lose up to 38 HP for 6 gold. As soon as you accept that a pair of gold clammy hands seizes your wrist with a strong grip, you feel teeth like daggers sink into your arm. The stranger finally releases you and you find gold coins in the palm of your hand. I am not yet sated, mortal. Perhaps to drop more? Well then, we're in for a penny, in for a pound. Not yet stated. Allow me one last draft, mortal, and I will reward you with a power gold could not buy. As the stranger releases you, you collapse to the ground, your life force waning. Looking up, you catch sight of 2 piercing red eyes glowing from beneath their hood. I am grateful, mortal. I can now pass through shadows to my homeland in the Vale. As agreed, here is your reward. Cause damage in an area around you while the Gloves of Shielding is active, and increase their duration. Or change Deathrang's damage type to Frost. I think that would help. I need to heal. I need to heal. As the brazier bursts into flame, an ethereal warrior appears beside you, eyes fixed on the flickering light. I failed to heed these beacons when last they burned, the spirit whispers. If my spirit still has strength, let it serve your cause. Place an item of your choosing into the flames. Ooh. Lightning. Oh no. Oh no. At least there's no huge failure. The flames sputter and smoulder as the spectre fades, leaving only a bitter scent in the air. It is unclear if the magic takes. Choose one rare lightning upgrade, potency or damage. I don't really know what potency does, so let's just take damage. No, there's no way I was getting out of that.
Another of my servants
cost myself too much blood.
Duties.
Okay. Well, it's interesting. I'm kind of enjoying this. I like the kind of D&D style narrative it's giving you. For winning the Trickster's Wager, you receive Soul Splitter. For finding the Maiden, you receive Trapped Treasure. I completed the Black Cauldron and the Maiden, so completing those are good. Okay. Only got the one hero though. So what did we get? We got a new encounter. Never got the dragon armor, and we never got the cold snap or the cardinal. Okay. Soul Splitter. Defeating an enemy with spellbook produces 3 additional spells with a reduced damage of 25%. Okay. Did we see any of these? I don't think we saw any of these blessings, did we? Upgrades. I'm one short of an upgrade. Actually. Right, okay, well let's jump back in. Goblin King, Apprentice, Trickster. Begin. Maiden was resources, wasn't it? Shrine was healing. I kind of want to go with the enchantment again. I feel like I do so little damage now. Cooldown is good. Crit damage is fine. Let's go cooldown. The faster I can get them firing, the better.
Deal with them if you will. I would rather leave
okay.
them be.
Goblins to deal with again. Number 2, success. Raven Up snatches the idol, gain an enchantment. Each spellbook spell is explosive. That was really useful, actually. I'm going to take that again. Crit chance by 9. Use lasting equipment duration or area by 12.
A wise
Try that.
decision.
Nice. Move speed, crit chance. That's too much to pass up. 12's a good percentage.
The lion is a symbol of
Always
purity,
drink. Uncommon
ability,
max life.
and truth.
Lots of treasure in this one.
Again, the surprise attack. The novelty
Hordes.
must wear thin on subsequent travels. Will you be the one to finally usher the undead into true death?
Need a level up.
Every tool a mage can create may be used against them.
Spellbook cooldown. Right, new weapon. So, leaves a trail of fire behind you, or lob an explosive bomb at the nearest target, inflicting frost.
Excellent.
Try that.
A wise decision.
Yeet. Oh, frost is damage over time, I see. Don't have fire, so I can't do that. So attempt to free the horn. Ooh. As soon as you grab the horn, the thorns spring to life, wrapping themselves around your arm. You pull back, but it's too late. Thorns cut deep into your forearm. By some miracle, you're still holding the horn. You press it to your lips and blow. I lose 16 life, but I gather all the XP loose on the field. Kind of worth it. Equipment cooldown,
You
yes.
think that will help you?
Let me alone. All equipment cooldown by 12 or reduce spellbook by 50.
A magician still operating in these lands? A brave
Show
decision,
my
but
equipment.
one I hope keeps him in good health.
Nice. Common, gain a spellbook for the enchantment, increase area by 50%. Nice.
We were not going to reach this point without creating some powerful enemies. It seems they have become aware of your presence. If wishes were truly granted,
Throw
we
some
would
coins
not
into the
be
well.
here, you and
Chance of
I.
enchantment. Huge success. Nice. Gods are extremely pleased with your offering. You have grown in power. Choose from one of 3 upgrades and from one of 2 enchantments. Magical equipment damage by 15, area by 12, or duration. Go for damage. And change to fire. So that gives us basically back where we were last time. Cold snap potency, crit damage. Ooh, that did a lot. Let's go grab this health while we're here. Just close of shielding, crit damage, move
This
speed,
will
please.
help you, I think.
Use frost equipment damage by 10% and potency by 5. Thrown equipment cooldown by 20.
Very
Yes.
nice indeed.
I was right on it. I thought it was going to hit 0 and then kill me, not 1.
Battle is ended.
That's annoying. For enchanting an item at the Trickster, you receive Wisdom Sealer. I can afford an upgrade. I would like... I mean, I feel like it's silly not to go for that. Like, EXP gain and cooldown are your 2 primaries. Increase potency status by 2%. What is potency? Is it armor piercing? Alright, give it one more go. Let's see how far we get. Choose an encounter. I didn't choose that one, but alright. Like the game's clicked out and I can't... There we go. Right. Reduce spellbook cooldown by... Yeah, 35 that. Again, faster firing is just more damage, so that's good. No, don't do that. I don't have any points to throw in yet.
The lion is a symbol of purity, nobility, and truth.
Let's see if we can get some coins from the maiden. Shielding cooldown, move speed. Let's get cooldown.
Fair Merith. I'm not surprised to find that this encounter remains vivid in your memories.
Armor, equipment, duration, crit damage. Heal for longer, I guess. Don't need health.
Will you be the one to finally usher the undead into true death?
Give me spellbook upgrade, make that faster. Lightning Crash was cool. Let's try the Dragon Armor. We haven't tried that one yet. Enjoy. Oh, it's not permanent. It's not constant.
Deal with them if you will. I would rather leave them be.
The goblins are coming. Let's see if we can please them. We can. Increase Dragon Armor duration by 100. Let's focus on the Dragon Armor. See what that gets us. Increase defense, movement speed, or crit chance. Ow. Problem with this is it leaves the XP behind you, not in front of you. Oh, we do have the 40 though, so we can go and do the well.
If wishes were truly granted, we
First
would
one's
not
the well,
be here.
gain an enchantment. Huge success, nice. Right, spellbook damage is possible. All equipment by 6. Right, let's go for the damage, that's a lot to miss out on. Auto-gather EXP drop from enemies defeated with spellbook. Or each spell explodes. Let's go for the auto-gather, we haven't tried that one yet. Gloves cooldown, max life, move speed.
That may help you on the road ahead. We were not going to reach this point without creating some powerful enemies.
Magical equipment duration, move speed, or dragon armor potency. Let's go for the duration, because that should mean the flames last long. Like it. Ooh, another horn. Use it to burn the brambles. Okay. So now we've got rid of the huge failure. That's good. Ooh.
Well done.
Your dragon armor erupts in flames. The brambles and thorns wither and writhe from the heat, recoiling back into the earth. You carefully take the instrument. You press the horn to your lips and blow. Ooh, that's tasty. Right. Increased gloves of shielding, knockback, dragon armor potency, projectile damage. Thank you. Damage from fire.
Wise decision.
Right, increased spellbook crits, damage. No, let's get the fire damage. And honestly, let's get out of here.
Tear between worlds. A thing that cannot be.
Right, we don't have much money, so no point to do that. Don't want critical damage. 10's not worth it. You know what? I'm going to take double max life. Let's go for another enchantment.
The stench of death is upon everything here. We understand that, you and I.
Blue Goblin.
Will you be the one to finally usher the undead into true death?
Gimme. Don't have much food for the campfire. Spellbook cooldown, yes please. Spellbook's going to be doing numbers for us in this round, I think.
Here is a man with a particular set of
Your
powers
equipment.
turned
Right.
to mere trade. He ought to be bending the powers of the universe to his will. And
Increased dragon armor area.
serves you.
Nice. Pick a flame. Crit damage, move speed. Let's get
Very
move
nice
speed.
indeed.
God, I love the absorption effect. It's really, really good.
Will you be the one to finally usher the undead into true death?
A well-dressed man in a thick coat slumps down at your table at a dimly lit tavern. Oh, okay, this is the gambler one, isn't it? Accept the wager. Success!
Breathe. You have done well.
Gain an enchantment. Increase move speed by 50% while gloves are active. Nice. More hordes have been activated. Ooh, that's close. Right, I've got 3 more fairies to find. Crit damage, potency, base damage, please.
You would be better to avoid
Needs to me.
It is not my place to tell you what to
Okay.
do, however. The game
Fairly
will
damp.
determine that.
Choose from one of 3 upgrades. Spellbook cooldown is probably the one there. Because again, the faster we can get that firing, the better. We haven't tried the Cardinal Blade yet, so... Good damage, just direct. Okay. Heart of the North. Another fairy up there. Okay. Can't do anything else on this one. I'll take a success though.
You're in good stead from here.
Increase area equipment size by 8%. No more cooldown.
Choice? Really? There's nothing possible
Lurkit.
without healing.
Oh, I didn't
You
need it.
and I must heal more than ourselves. We must heal this world. Every game must include an element of
Why did I do that? That was silly.
you say. Sometimes it is the human on the other side of the table. Sometimes the draw of
Crit
a card or
damage,
the roll of
duration,
dice.
crit damage.
Without it, the game is nothing but a computing machine.
Oh. May as well farm some XP while we're here, aren't we? What am I taking damage from?
Step through, if you dare.
I didn't even see what was there. Right, we've got a lot of money. We can go to the shop. So let's restore some life and head to the shop. Yeah. Spellbook cooldown is good. Crit damage, EXP gain. Oh, you can buy for food as well. Well, I want that. And I think I want that as well. Yeah. And then let's be out. Right, round 3. Contains gold. Well, we haven't seen that one yet, so let's go and have a look at that.
So much death here. It leaves behind so much that is tainted and unclean.
There's 2 of the braziers. It's automatically pulling in EXP is an absolute game changer. Max life, gloves of shielding, dragon armor damage.
Will you be the one to finally usher the undead into true death?
Well, those were relatively easy. If I can get this thing exploding next as well, that'd be awesome. I want Spellbook, honestly.
Excellent. A wise decision.
Type fire. Yeah, I don't think I can... it seems like I don't get the exploding. Oh no, I did have the exploding before, didn't I? Okay, my events just opened up. Increase Cardinal Blade projectile by 2.
Excellent.
Go for it.
A wise decision.
No. No, Ow. No, you know what? No, I'm not doing it. Got me killed last time.
Will you be the one to finally usher the undead into true death? Every tool a mage can create
Or spellbook.
will be used against them.
Ooh, that was close. Armor, shielding, movement speed, please. Spellbook crit damage. Cardinal Blade projectile count. Let's take the crit damage. What is our crit at the moment? Only 11%. We know... Let's see what the Dragon Armor does. Yeah, same. So we know defending against that is the right thing to do.
Will you be the one to finally usher the undead into true death?
Change Cardinal Blade to Lightning. Sure. Oh, increasing the projectile count doesn't increase it per direction. Interesting. That's actually really good to know. I need to get down to the cave now.
We were not going to reach this point without meeting some powerful enemies. It seems they have become
crit
aware of your
damage,
presence.
crit chance. No point in having crit damage if you don't have crit chance. Around it. Knockback, weapon equipment damage base.
Wealth is not the solution to every
right.
problem, but it does not hurt.
Yes, you can get bigger pickup range, yes. Though, to be fair on this, I don't particularly need it, because every time I kill something with my primary attack, it magnets it to me anyway, which is kind of cool. An old gilded chest, half buried beneath a pile of rubble. A single red ruby gleams atop the debris. Gotta have the ruby, right? Think better of disturbing the precarious pile, instead plucking the ruby from its perch. Okay, so it's just an amount of gold difference. 20 versus possible something. Alright, camp here for a little bit, I guess. Yeah, I just wanted to get to level 25, but I don't think I made it in time. I mean, I did, but I think I've already gone to the end, so... Ooh, increase projectile equipment count by 1, yes. So that's where your blessings come in. And go to the shop, I don't think there's going to be much there. EXP gain is fucking awesome. Crit damage, all equipment cooldown. Yeah, we'll take that as well, and then we'll go. So, that's 4. This is the 4th of 5. Gain enchantment this time, please.
The stench of death is upon everything here. We understand that, you and I.
Back on the fairies again. Not me, back on my fae again. Machine gun fire on that fireball now, on that spellbook now, is really good. Did I not get a new weapon for being 25? Bullshit! Interact speed by 10, max life. No, let's keep increasing this projectile count. That's That's actually been doing really well. Oh, you've got a gun. That's annoying. Offer half of your food. You meet a wandering priest who greets you in a friendly manner. For a small share of your provisions, I will bless you in the name of the old gods. Sure.
That should help.
He speaks the language of the old religion for several minutes and then gently touches your forehead. It is done. Increase all damage by 100% when all equipment has one or more enchantment, which means I need to find an enchantment for the Gloves of Shielding. That's the only one that I don't. Yeah, that guy's literally shooting at me. That's not fair. You don't know the rules. You can't do that. Ow, in these games. Oh.
Will you be the one to finally usher the undead?
Area equipment by 50%. Reduced their cooldown. No, that seems pretty good. Let me across the bridge to help you. Give it a big XP.
Excellent. A wise decision.
Blue Goblin. Goes back here, little shit.
Will you be the one to finally usher the undead into true death? If you fall in a trap once, you may blame error. To fall in the same trap again smacks of foolishness.
All equipment cooldown. Why did I not get a new level at 25? I'm already 30. Dragon Armor Potency, Physical Equipment, all cooldowns.
Now the tables have turned and you, the hunter, becomes the prey. Will you be the one to finally usher the undead into true death?
Gloves of Knockback. Carnal Blade. Let's keep increasing that where we can. All I can do is brace myself, which has come off of the screen again.
Let's see what you do with that, given your position.
Bye.
A magician still operating in these
I
lands.
would like.
A brave decision, and one I
Why
hope
do you
keeps
keep
him
coming
in
off
good
as if
health.
I'm deselecting you? Oh, you're not, right? Okay, I've got it. If this is random, I don't get to choose. Yeah, hoping for the other one. Ooh, legendary. Increased dragon armor damage by 50%. Nice. Max life, shield duration.
Very
Now we've got
nice.
speed on it. That's actually really useful. Yes, this is just the demo. Defend ourselves. We know that that's the right thing. Yes, this is the demo. I don't know if it's available on Steam actually, but I was provided with a key by
To
Lurkit.
avoid the fray.
Release
It's not
me.
my place to tell you what to do, however. The
That
game
one?
will determine that.
Cardinal Blade. Projectile count. Use Cardinal Blade damage and reduce Cardinal Blade crit. No, we want more blades. More blades.
A tear between worlds.
Hey. Last level.
Thing that
You've wishlisted it. Hope it's not too
yet
expensive. No
is.
demo on Steam. No, I didn't think so. Got a lot of money. Grab that and head to the shop. Increase Cardinal Blade piercing by 1. Projectile count by 2 seems sensible. And all equipment reduced cooldown. I think we're good. It's fun. It's very fun. I like the narrative style of it. It's less jump in, die, jump in, die, jump in, die. Like you can plan what you're doing. Max life or healing. Resource of your choice. Let's go for the maiden again. So this should be the last level. We beat this, we beat the game. Well, actually coming towards me was a projectile. Don't need to go across there yet. Potency by 100, interact speed. You know what? I'm going for the interact speed because we need to get things done quicker. We're probably going to need to be aware of that. That Cardinal Blade has gone from honestly a really shit weapon to a really good weapon. Increase Gloves of Shield duration. Cardinal Blade damage. Yeah, actually, let's go for the duration. That way my shield boost lasts for a long time. And I can just go. Speed boost! I'm not going to take the healing right now.
Will you be the one
Save that for in case I need it later.
Again, the surprise attack. The novelty must wear thin in subsequent fights.
Spellbook damage is good. Or all equipment cooldowns. Let's go for the cooldown. I'm really liking the cooldown build. Just have it spam as much as it can. More spellbook, please. That one is a success. I've worked that out, by the way. You can't tell anything other than the one that's on the top. So by defocusing my eyes and watching, like remembering the positions and watching which one goes to the top, I can then watch where the top one goes to increase my odds. If it's a success or a huge success, I can just choose it. If it's a failure or a huge failure, I can ignore it to increase my odds of not getting a bad one, kind of thing. So, I'm doing really well with that. Increase spell barrage count by 2, reduce damage by 20%. Explosive, we got it. Now damage is going to come in lovely numbers. Right. Maiden has appeared. Dragon armor potency. Yeah, go on.
Decision. Every game must include an element of surprise, you say. Sometimes it is the human on the other side of the table. Sometimes the draw of a card or the roll of a dice. Without it,
Our crit at 14% is not bad, but it's not great. I am seeing this.
You might think the world of the cards is grim. Yet, even in darkness, there is light to be found.
Spellbook damage, yes. Ow. My, here comes the fun.
And the best of them stop now. One One step closer, and you will reach my threshold.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to stand here.
Goblins. I do love goblins. Surely I haven't seen their
Okay, he's actually a lot faster than I thought he would be.
Excellent.
Then run that across there. Get both of these at the same time. Heal and run. Boom! Nailed it. Plan worked like a goddamn charm.
What will you do with that?
Right.
Step through.
Let's get out of here, I suppose, because that should be the end of this run. Yo, look, that was skill. Baited him into the bridge. Readied my shield. Little slow on the pickups, but yeah, we're good. For defeating the Goblin King, you receive Adventurer difficulty and the Skeleton King's shield. Okay. So it's only the first time you do things that you get the upgrades. Right, well, honestly, that'll be on my wish list for sure. And you should do the same if that was your kind of thing. I think that was really rather nice. Yeah, I can't fault that game in any way. I thought that the slower pace of it was going to be a bit... You know, I've played Vampire Survivors. It's relatively slow compared to it. But actually, I really love the narrative pace of it, and I quite like the, oh, there's a horn there, so I'm gonna wait until the end and then come back there so I can get all the experience. Or, oh, there's a maiden there, but I don't have any frost armor, so I'm gonna leave that. So there's, you know, some thorns. I can come back to that once I've got the fire, and hope I get some this run. There's a really, really nice, yeah, again, narrative way of, I know what this puzzle does, I know how to solve it, I'll come back when I get the parts. And it makes you explore the map and retrace and do things quite nicely, rather than just running around randomly. Yes, it's definitely more towards that Deep Rock style, for sure. That is definitely the case. But I honestly really enjoyed that. I think that was really good. Right, guys. Well, I am going to do a BRB, and then we'll come back for one more. I think we've got one more on my list, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes.